One thing I've been wondering about is, does Marjorie Taylor Greene now have access to classified documents so that she could sell our agents' names and identities to Vladimir Putin? And it was answered not only by someone, but the ex-chief of staff of DHS. Let's hear what he says.
I mean, if I was still chief of staff at the Department of Homeland Security, I would tell the department something right now. I would tell them, you are not to brief her without my authorization. I don't think DHS, I don't think the intelligence community should trust this member of Congress. That's not speculative. That's based on what she's said in the past. But even more significant is this. She is on the committee that's responsible for preventing acts of domestic terrorism. Now, the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol was, by definition, the largest domestic terrorism attack on the United States in a generation. And what did Marjorie Taylor Greene say about that attack? If she had been in charge, quote, we would have won. The committee oversees election security. She tried to overturn an election. And of course, as we've talked about, it receives very sensitive intelligence. And in the past, she's accused the intelligence community of running deep state operations against Americans. So you really...
That was Mike Taylor. 2 different times they confirmed that she would have access to some sort of level of classified documents and stuff. I don't think it's like she can just go in and get anything that's classified, but at least she's going to be exposed to it. Brought to you by CNN Real News with superfine Caitlin Collins. And I was thinking I didn't have any big wins in 2022, even though I had some big stories and everything. But actually, remember how I described the Trump-Saudi Arabian golf tournament? I described it as a Saudi Arabia top secret sales event, document sales event. And, I speculated that Jared Kushner, who got $2 billion from Saudi Arabia, it was for classified documents. And now they're actually investigating this. And don't get me wrong, I don't have that big of delusions of grandeur to think that, oh, this is all because of me. But certainly, I was one of the few people talking that blatantly about it that, it seems pretty obvious, like they invite the Saudis over. I was able to predict that because of the people who Trump would sell those documents to, the contents of them. I was able to predict because the Saudi Arabia was the client, the buyer, that it would include Iran's nuclear secrets, which it does. So maybe that was the thing to convince people that, hey, we need to investigate that, because when you can predict the future, then you're on to something. So I did get a pretty big win last year, and not only that, I knew that the other country would be China, so that Russia could buy it.